Welcome to News Today with Universal Parks News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for September 16, 2021. Throughout the decades, Universal Parks and Resorts has created a legacy of classic attractions that has captivated guests of all ages. Now the latest addition to the ever-growing Universal Studios retro merchandise collection shows off some of the characters and attractions that have entertained us through the years. A new limited release mystery pin collection debuted at Universal Orlando Resort. Actually, I saw these out at Hollywood also. 2 randomly selected pins come in each box from a set of 9, which includes a limited edition chaser pin. With 9 pins, there's a lot of history to celebrate. The pins include Scooby-Doo, you might remember the Fantastic World of Hanna-Barbera, Chilly Willy, look it up kids, Jaws, Back to the Future, Earthquake, E.T., Kongfrontation, and Frankenstein. Woody Woodpecker's in there too. Boxes retail for $16 each. We found them at the Universal Studios store at City Walk, as well as at Islands of Adventure Trading Company at Islands of Adventure. It's likely they'll be at many locations. Again, also, like I said, they're at Universal Hollywood. As previously announced, Midnight Syndicate's Music of Halloween Horror Nights album has been reissued in a limited edition size of 1,000. The album was available last year, but this year's version has 4 bonus tracks and a digital download. Guests lined up on the 14th outside of Five and Dime at Universal Studios Florida to get their hands on one of the albums, which is only available on vinyl. And although team members originally said the album wouldn't be sold until noon, they began selling them early. The album cover features different Halloween Horror Nights characters, and the album costs $50. Each week, there will be new Halloween Horror Nights magnets available at the Tribute Store in Universal Studios Florida. This week's features the same artwork as the Music of Halloween Horror Nights album that we just mentioned. The magnet is limited release and costs $12. Halloween Horror Nights 30, of course, is off to a wicked start, and last year the event was canceled, so we anticipated large crowds for opening night this year, now that the event is back. So to make sure we got the most out of that first night, we booked a private RIP tour for the event. A private RIP tour is one price for up to 10 people, and everyone going on the tour must also have their own Horror Nights ticket. Valet parking is also included for one vehicle. On a private tour, your guide will go at your pace and take you to all the rides, houses, scare zones, and shows that you wish to experience. It's really as much as you want to do, which is pretty different from the shared RIP tour experience, and much more than an express pass, a more personalized experience with the ability to go to lounges and all sorts of really cool things. We have a full review of this tour up at the site if you've ever been interested in doing it. We had an amazing time. It's expensive, but it is by far the best time we've ever had at Halloween Horror Nights. So if it's something you can afford or your friends are interested in all chipping in and doing, I would check out the review. It's pretty cool. In addition to the haunted house based on the Netflix series The Haunting of Hill House, there's also a themed food booth for Halloween Horror Nights 30 at Universal Studios Florida. At the location, you can find a stuffed brisket grilled cheese, a jalapeno popper sandwich, a tempeh Reuben, and Luke's grilled cheese. The booth also offers a poison tea party drink for $10.99, which is made of Meyer's Original Dark Rum with Honest Tea, half tea and half lemonade, blue curacao, huckleberry, lemon, a dash of allspice bitters, topped with a dehydrated orange. Additionally, you get a combo of the brisket with that poison tea party for $20.49. You could head to our site to read the review on this booth. I will tell you that jalapeno sandwich, it was so good, so good. If you're looking for something savory, sweet, or just plain sweet, the Revenge of the Tooth Fairy themed booth at Horror Nights is located in front of the Universal Music Plaza. The booth featured an all-new menu, including bourbon candied bacon, Monte Cristo waffle sticks, shattered glass candy apples, and the Space Ace beer float. You can head to our site for the full review of that booth as well. Today Cafe at USF has 3 new Halloween treats we had to try out: a chocolate spider with Oreo cream filling, a pumpkin cream cheese creme brulee, and a bloody strawberry and cream cake. The chocolate spider is $4.99 and consists of a chocolate mousse dome with a tiny ball of Oreo flavoring inside. The pumpkin cream cheese creme brulee is a very dense mousse with a pumpkin pie flavor for $5.49, and that strawberries and scream mini cake is $4.99. Treat is similar to a strawberry shortcake, but with a very dense cake layered with a sweet strawberry sauce, whipped cream, and topped with a dark chocolate knife. All these reviews, as you can guess, are on our website. Show off your pride for your house with the new Harry Potter Hogwarts House mascot pins at Universal Orlando. 2 other sets of house mascot pins have recently debuted in the Wizarding world as well. A pin for each of the 4 Hogwarts houses is now available. Found the pins at the Universal Studios store in USF for $12 each. Getting back to Halloween Horror Nights, we have more house reviews for you on the site if you'd like to check those out, of both Universal Monsters, The Bride of Frankenstein Lives, and Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. Those are both available. In the coming week, we're also going to have reviews of the houses at Universal Studios Hollywood. First time I ever went for Horror Nights this past weekend. We'll have a review of those houses as well. I will tell you, I think the Bride of Frankenstein house in Hollywood was 1,000,000 times better than the Florida one. It was really, really great. A new Spirit Jersey style long sleeve shirt has arrived at Universal Studios Florida for Horror Nights. We found it in the Tribute store. It's not a Spirit Jersey branded item, but the material and style of the shirt are very similar. The top half is red and the bottom half is black. A logo reading Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2021 is on the front of the shirt. A larger Horror Nights logo is across the back. It retails for $60. We're going to start having a contest where you count how many times I've said Halloween Horror Nights in a single episode of this show, now through Halloween. Universal Orlando Resort is in the midst of Pass Holder Appreciation Days, where pass holders can get exclusive merchandise, meals, and other perks. And at Volcano Bay, pass holders can get the glazed pork belly Bianco pizza at the Cahola Reef Restaurant and Social Club. According to team members there, the flatbread is only supposed to be for premium seating, but that is not noted on the Appreciation Days website. The pizza has a garlic cream sauce, mozzarella cheese, shredded cheddar, Parmesan cheese, pork belly, fresh cilantro, and sweet plantains. It's $12.99. The full review at universalparksnewstoday.com. It's been a few months since we checked in on construction of Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Hollywood. Though construction has been ongoing for a while now, there's no opening time frame announced for the land. The green hills of Super Nintendo World are the most obvious part of the land, but a closer look shows there's still mostly just steel framing otherwise. In fact, not a lot has changed in the last few months, which is sad because we are very much anticipating the opening of this project. While we're waiting for Super Nintendo World, Universal Studios Hollywood is tiding us over with some merchandise. A huge collection of apparel, plush, accessories, and more for the upcoming land is already available at the Universal Studios store in City Walk, Hollywood, featuring iconic video game characters including Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Bowser, and other favorites, including Lakitu. I had to buy that Lakitu keychain. It was amazing. Luckily, we have a full tour. I photographed the whole merchandise line. There's a ton. You'll want to check it out on the site. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to universalparksnewstoday.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Universal Parks News Today right here on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. For UPNT, this is Tom Corliss saying the future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.
Welcome to Unplanned Downtime, a new home for creative, innovative, and outlandish programming made for Disney fans, including Cosmic Read Live, discussions and Imagineering attractions, Deep in the Plus, reviewing the catalog on Disney Plus, Ink and Paint, celebrating female voices in the Disney fandom, Boxed In, opening mystery packages and viewer mail, Picky Eaters, trying to eat our way across Disney restaurants, WDWNT the RPG, a tabletop adventure set in Tokyo Disney Sea, and more of your favorites. Subscribe now at unplanneddowntime.com. Remember, it's not an accident, it's unplanned downtime.